Well, welcome. My name is Sion, GM and raid leader of Variance Heroic Raiders on the Alliance side of Dragonblight and Fenris, United States. This is our introduction video for the YouTube channel. It's going to cover a number of different areas of materials that we have currently available and that are constantly expanding. This material is available for anyone who wants to join and participate in these different channels that I've created. Anyone is welcome to. I'd also like to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you get an opportunity, please subscribe to the channel. I try to post a video almost daily, for example, on material that's relevant to our guild members, to our raid members, to individuals, for example, that post and comment. So if you could take the time, I'd sure appreciate it. We'll go ahead and start talking about our website. What we have here is at vhrraiders.engine.com is our general forum layout. This right here is our front page. Any new element that we're adding, for example, to our raid content, we always put on the front page. So for example, right now we're working with main assist and target macros, so that way we can improve DPS functionality into specific targets as they come up, especially in heroic and mythic. We're also added a new element, which is a breakdown for mouse over use involving interrupts, so that way we can have quicker interrupts as they come through when we do our call outs via mic when we're in the middle of combat. Our forums. Once you've joined, for example, the website, you don't necessarily have to be a member. A lot of the material I make it open to the public, so that way you can get access to it. So for example, standards for our loot system, also our raid schedule are posted. All of our core gaming standards for the different levels of content as we're doing it, because we always do a start to finish process. What we try to do as a new release comes out is we start in normal and work our way through it, work on improving our strategies, and then naturally apply them into heroic, and then make adjustments into mythic as we get into that level of content. So all those standards are available for you to be able to take a look at, and also the leadership standards, the expectations that you'll get from me and also the other leaders in the guild. Under our rating, currently we've only done this process for 6.0 through 6.2 at this point. So what we have available are the 3 bosses. Each one of them has, for example, multiple links to YouTube videos, links to logs. There's also productive material involving write-ups that we've done with past leaders and current leaders. So those are all available. Also, any kind of additional new link, for example, or video link, we put those on there, and those are available. And soon we're going to start having weak auroras, since we've just implemented it as a guild in the last couple of weeks and people are learning to write strings. Eventually we'll start posting our strings, for example, there. We have class discussion areas that could naturally always use more traffic, so you're more than welcome to post, for example, your concepts and ideas involving how to play your class and how they can be used. We'll go back up to the top real quick, and all the links are available across the top of the bar here. So for example, if you click on the YouTube link, it'll take you to our YouTube channel, which you're on, of course, but for availability, you'd be able to access it immediately that way. Our Facebook page, we have a public group that's available where we use the instant messaging and also the discussion element and the file upload element, so that way we can always be able to put the most recent documents available for the group, like outlines, for example, involving how we're approaching bosses, so that way you kind of have a cheat sheet and be able to work your way through each one of them in that fashion. We also, for example, like I said, the IM is available, so that allows you to be able to contact me if, for example, you can't make a raid, or if you have a question that involves in-game, personal, etc. I'm there for anyone who needs to be able to, needs to have somebody to talk to, especially in the guild, especially when we're doing the content. So that's available as an option also. We have a Twitch channel. I broadcast on Scion 35, our raids. They keep them only tracked because I don't do a subscription currently, I just do the free broadcasting, but it does 2 weeks worth of saved material, so you can always go and check out, for example, our most recent raids. Tuesdays naturally are our better days because of the amount of people present and also the amount of content we kill. It's the farm day basically. So if you want to take a look at that, those are available. You can see our strategies, for example. You can see the camaraderie that we have and the good nature. We try to always be as positive as we can be when we're in raiding, and also as helpful as we can be. So that involves pre and also post, involving log review and things like that. We have a Twitter link. We have a Twitter account where any new videos that are posted are naturally linked. I also follow, for example, a lot of the material that's being produced in the World of Warcraft communities and major players that are in it, for example, producers, designers, etc. So you can follow that, and that gives you an opportunity to be able to stay up. Like if I post something new and you're like, oh cool, you can go right to it, and it gives the available link. Our EPGP attendants are both available. Also, this is a link to our World of Warcraft logs, where each night the logs are uploaded on a consistent basis, and then a lot of times too they're analyzed on a daily basis, or even we do live logging, so that way we can immediately look at the material and work from there. And one of our newest additions to the website is now that we have a Dropbox. Any material that I feel that I make involving an ODT document, basically a Word document, I'm going to go ahead and post there, so that way the available materials present for anyone. So our outlines will be available for anybody to download and take a look at. We waited a couple of weeks before we even started creating outlines, because we want to kind of experience the content and then adjust to it as we could. So a lot of what we have available is concurrent through all of our normal and heroic strategies, with all the updates, including flag positions, markings, how we go about applying the strategy, in conjunction, for example, with the replays and the videos that I'll be posting of our kills pretty soon. You'll have a really good idea as far as how we do things, and be able to mimic it, to be honest, to be able to, push a little bit further ahead, for example, if you're having an issue on a boss. That's all the material that I wanted to go over that we have currently available. I do appreciate it. I wanted to go ahead also real quick and state for our VHR rating pledge, which is to be driven to improve our class on a consistent basis for the team's goals. Always be aware of all mechanics pre-raid for upcoming encounters. We also want to make sure that we're always showing patience with application of the strategy for the duration of our raid contents. Having all consumables ready in quantity for use at all times, and we're really big on sharing, so if you ever need any of that kind of stuff, just let us know. We make it in quantity. Also, add-ons are always up to date and current to the team's mandatory list for rating. Our fundamentals of the VHR are always be prepared, always be focused, driven, helpful, patient, and unyielding in the content. Again, I want to thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you get an opportunity and you enjoyed it, please click like and also subscribe to the channel for future pieces of production that I end up putting out. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day, and again, thank you.